Welcome, everyone, to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and gorgeous PNC Park. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And on the mound in this one, Quinn Priester. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
In the air to left center. McCarthy has a beat on it. 2 down. Ready to hit now, down late, RBI opportunity, and this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boo. Could start writing a whole new story here. Ball.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Gonzalez toss the second, and 2. In time to first for the double play.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Jung-Hoo Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Save!
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out! Gone! A solo shot. And they close the gap. It's 6-4.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
So 2 down, Jung-Hoo Lee steps to the plate for the White Sox. Out to short. Jump roll. It's there, and that's a great play.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
1 down. Joe Burke, the next Pirate to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up. Oh, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The Buccos trailing by 3 here in the late stages of Game 2. That one misses. 3-1 now. And he walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Challenge from behind it this year. Now quick throw to first. Burke back in on a dive. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here.
Move to second, and he's back in safely. One out, a runner at second here in Game 2 of the World Series. Left field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. Out number 2. Kyle Mansarda, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Estrada, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And another ball.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
The high heat, too much on that one. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit, Dalton rushing. Robert is just 1 strike away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out. Digging in, Alec Bohm. To third, Tennant. Throw to first, ball game. And the White Sox take a 2-game-to-none lead back home. Burke was a real bright spot despite the loss. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Greetings from Comiskey Park in Chicago. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Chicago White Sox. And today's starter, Jay Murray. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Joe Burke stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Burke with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And there's 2 down. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And the 0-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck, carrying well. Holds it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, applies the tag, and they get two. Double play.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that run.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Kyle Manzardo. Fly ball. Step off throw to first. Burke back in on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1-1, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, put him in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So one left for Pittsburgh. David Ramirez getting ready to hit. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. On to first, double play. Nothing across here this half. We played four. It's the White Sox 2 and
the batter, number 2.
Bird, the former Rookie of the Year, 28 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
That's a ball.
In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end.
Nope.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
This one's smoked on its way out of here.
Oh, boy.
A solo shot. And they inch closer. It's 3-1. Chris, he's hard in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
One down. So up next for Chicago, Ben Rice. Out to short. Slinging it to first in time. Back to the top of the order, Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Warburger into the outfield for a knock. Coming home, here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 4.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And at first, David Ramirez, the next to hit. On the ground to the left. It's through for a hit. Around second, on his way to third. The throw in, and he's out easily.
Boy, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was posed by a lot, not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths. That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't.
So 2 down. Here's Riley Green. This could end it. Swing and a high fly ball to left. McCarthy should have this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take a commanding 3-0 series lead with a chance to wrap it up tomorrow here at home.
All this team needs is one more win. But when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game. It's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat. It's a win of a pitch count. And that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from Comiskey Park in Chicago, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Chicago White Sox. And getting the start for the White Sox, DJ Hurts. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, but last time out, got into the 4th inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
Now it's going to be Joe Burke. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Inside. And that's ball 1. Burke went deep in his most recent game. The next pitch misses. And the count now 2-0. That one missing inside. A swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Oh, boy.
He sends it out of here. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Runner at first for 2 away. So up now for Chicago, Kerry Carpenter. Ground ball up the middle. Burke. Play made, that ends the inning. The White Sox lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Burke, a former MVP, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it.
Oh, boy.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, he's living up to his power-hitting reputation today, Boo. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. That one ripped right center field. Going back. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
One out man at first. And up next for Chicago, Jose Tena. To short, could be two. The flip, there's one. On to first.
Yep,
save.
he made it.
So they get one, but a really nice try there. Burke steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Out to short, Gonzalez. And that will end the inning. So one left for Pittsburgh. Score holds at 4-3. Jacob Gonzalez steps to the plate for the White Sox. 2 down, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. And the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Runner in scoring position, no outs. David Ramirez steps to the plate for the White Sox. Man at second. On the ground, out to short. The throw to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got there.
Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. 1 strike away. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. And there's the final out. And for the first time since 2005, the White Sox are champions of the baseball world.
Huge congrats to the World Series champs. This was an incredibly special team all season long, and what I love most is that these home fans that supported this team game in and game out, they got to witness it in their home ballpark. So many memories over this season, but in this game, this city is already going crazy.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game.